Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my custom wheelchair. So this is the Kuschall K-Series frame, and then I'm going to show you everything I did to customise it. So one of the differences between a custom chair and a standard chair is that instead of having 3 or 4 or maybe even just 1 or 2 measurements that are made to fit you, active custom chairs will take maybe 10 plus measurements. When they were taking mine, they did seat depth, torso, like the length of your legs. So many things are taken into consideration so that this chair will literally fit you like a glove. So the first thing that I wanted in my chair was that I wanted it to have a V-front frame, which means the foot plate goes down in a V shape like this, and the foot plate is just one rather than having 2. This is actually called a rigid wheelchair, so it folds this ways to go in the car, but you can't fold it inwards. And then the specific foot plate I got is the tubular one, so it's just tubes and then a space in the middle, so if you've got wet shoes or something like that, the water won't collect in the foot plate, it can just drip down. And then some of the other features that I have in this chair are that I got foldable push handles. Some chairs don't even have handles at all, but I need quite a lot of help a lot of the time, so handles were an essential for me. And then with them being foldable, you just push a button and then you can pop those down just like that. A lot of people like that because sometimes when you're out, people will see the handles and then automatically move you out of the way or something like that, which I think is quite rude. You wouldn't just push another person, and so if you're by yourself especially and you don't want someone just moving you out of the way or something, it can be handy to have the option to push those down. And then in terms of the backrest, this is just a standard backrest, and then the cover says it's premium on the sales order, but I don't really know a lot about that. What I do know is that it's got tension adjustable straps, and so you can give yourself some support with it, or as the chair sort of wears out you can tighten that back up and make it more comfortable again. The wheels I've got are 24-inch Marathon Plus wheels, and the way that these wheels were described to me is that they're in between rigid and the ones that you pump, so like the solid wheels and the ones that you pump. So hopefully I won't have too many issues with punctures or anything like that. And I got the push rims in black, which was one of the customizable features. And then, like a lot of wheelchairs, the wheels just have this button and it's very easy to just push and then take the wheels off. I won't do that now, but as you can see, it is just one button to take those off. And then the armrests were a really important thing for me, and actually they were one of the reasons I ended up getting a custom new wheelchair rather than a second-hand one. And that's because I'm very dizzy and I do faint a lot, and so if I'm sitting down and I'm really dizzy, sometimes I need the support of something, or I don't know, I like to feel like I can't fall out of the chair. So I can either lean on these, or they just help me feel like I'm not going to fall out when I'm really dizzy. Or worst case scenario, if I do faint when I'm in my wheelchair, it's easier for someone to, like my friends have had to hold me onto a chair. So yeah, I did need those. But if I am feeling well, these ones are detachable. I don't know if you can see there, so I can take them out if I want to. And they're also height adjustable, which is also really handy. I forgot to say, but these armrests are actually the shorter length ones, and that's because I just need them if I'm feeling dizzy or to feel like I'm not going to fall out of the chair. But if you need armrests to transfer, so to push up from, you can get longer ones. So these were a good in-between option for me. The seat I got is the J Easy Visco seat, which is good for medium, I can't remember what they call it now, medium stops you getting pressure sores to a medium extent. I can't remember what the ranges mean, but I know that it's a medium range cushion. And then the brakes are straight lever stop brakes. I don't think there's anything that special about them. I have found them really easy to use though. And then the camber on this chair is 3 degrees, and that means how far out your wheels sit. So in a sporty wheelchair you would have large camber, so your wheels would be like this, whereas this is not for sports purposes for me. 3 camber gives you good stability but without making your chair too wide. And then some of the last things to show you is that on the right side here, this is an anti-tip bar, and I can safely say that it has been well worth the money. It has saved me a couple of times when I've been out and misjudged, I don't know, like the curb or the stability of the pavement, and I've been really thankful that I've had it. I wasn't sure before I got the chair if I would need 2, because I just imagined tipping back, being caught by the anti-tip on one side and then falling the other way, but actually 1 tipper is more than enough. So if you're wondering about the costs of something like that, 1 probably is enough. And then this is a Smartdrive, which you might have seen before. Basically it's a motor that helps you assist pushing the wheelchair. So for me, I have very unstable shoulders that dislocate, and also I'm just not very strong, so that helps me, and I know in many other instances something like that can be helpful. So I think that's everything about my custom wheelchair. Do leave me questions if you have any questions about it. I know that for me, funding it was a big thing, and this sort of equipment can be really hard to access, but for me it was the only way that I could get some of my independence back. In my old wheelchair I just didn't stand a chance at pushing it, like wheeling it by myself, and so for me to have done everything I've done, I really did need something like this. And I know that a lot of people like me a couple of years ago was in the position where I couldn't afford this, and insurance and things like that weren't covering it. So if you have any questions about either the wheelchair itself or about the funding of it, then I would be more than happy to help. So please do leave me your questions below, or I've got Instagram, which I will leave a link to somewhere. It will be in the description, and I'll put my name here. I was trying to point down here but I'm higher up this time. So leave me any questions if you have any. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! And I'm back again because I forgot to say that my wheelchair also has mud guards. This is quite a standard thing, but mine were being tightened, so they're off at the moment. But yeah, my wheelchair does have mud guards too, and I've seen the impact that these have when you don't have them. So if this isn't one of the base options and it's an add-on thing, definitely get it, because you will thank me later when your coat and your clothes are not covered in mud. So thanks again for watching. Bye!